Hello and good morning and welcome to another KeyKey's Chronicles Spiritual Empress channel. I am Kiki. If the message doesn't resonate, pass it to who it belongs to each one. Teach one, okay? And my segments are called KeyKey's Thoughts. Before I get into my thought, I ask the Most High, the Holy Spirit, the angels, the ancestors and the universe under the sound of my voice to bless me, the collective, and everybody all over the world who may need some love, light, and healing at this present time. Okay, this is my thought, you guys. I don't know why people have the audacity to come for chosen ones and called ones and believe that them being abusive is okay, that them lying is okay, that them scamming, stealing, and committing all kind of heinous acts are okay, collective, because it's not. For the life of me, I just don't understand how karmics of any kind can sit around and try to plan somebody else's demise out of envy, jealousy, greed, and for them being wrong on how they mistreated and mishandled, used, abused, manipulated, gaslighted everyone. Collective, I just don't get it because it doesn't make sense for you to get mad at somebody for not wanting to fucking deal with you and your toxic, lying, cheating, nasty, conniving, wicked, evil, diabolical, sinister ass ways. It's your fault. Because you have free choice and will. They had free choice and will, collective. And they chose wrong. So now they have to deal with the consequences of their choices and decisions. They chose to be nasty, rude, lazy, conniving, just, mean spirited towards people that actually loved them, cared about them, and would have done just about anything to help them or be them for them and pray them through whatever circumstance or situations. Because collective, a lot of us, growing up had, without knowing, came a product of our environment and circumstances. And we survived. We always been survivors. Even when we felt like giving up, quitting, throwing in a towel, didn't know what was happening, being attacked, being, mishandled by people who say they loved us, whether it's family, fake ass friends, associates, business partners, co-workers, whoever the fuck it was. We just always felt inadequate in some form of fashion, not insecure. People wanted to project that on us because I don't give a fuck if I get big, small, indifferent. I'm always going to be me. I can't be nobody else. But the sad part about this is the same people that watch us, that try to ridicule us, judge us, want to be like us. They secretly love and hate us. And they don't know fucking why. But the truth is, they know why, collective. Because they know we haven't done anything to harm them. We will not do anything to actually harm them or put them in harm's way. Sometimes we felt like we needed help. We wanted people to be there. We wanted to support. We wanted them to care, but fuck all that. They didn't support us. They didn't care. They was not there when we needed them the most. They turned their back on us, collective. And now we don't give a fuck. So we become the monsters and the villains in every fucking body story who has came against us in some kind of way. And they know for a fact they betrayed us, okay? Especially when we woke up to the fact they was doing dark magic, black magic, rituals. They were witches, warlocks, covens. You know what I'm saying? Wizards and all this weird shit that we thought was really not real. But it turns out it is. Me being from New Orleans, yes, I knew a lot of things exist, but collective, I was told at a certain point of time to actually dumb myself down because other people would have felt bad. Whether I graduated from school, went to college or not, I always been book smart and street smart collective, just like a lot of you. And I always was wise beyond my years. And those who knew from my birth, from the time they saw me, what I was, when I didn't know who I was before I could talk or walk. They knew. And that's when the attacks began on my life. The abuse of divination, and I guess the suppression, oppression started in my life collective. And now that I'm woke, I'm just like, I release these people with love and I forgive them. For those things, some of them didn't know what the hell they was getting into, and most of them did. Okay, and they involve innocent people in these attacks, in this abuse, in this slander, defamation, lie, abandonment, non-supportive ways. They involve so many people because they was greedy. Again, they was jealous, and most of all, they was envious of the light collective that I carry, that you carry, that will not be dimmed. We will not be suppressed, oppressed collective. It's time for the chosen ones to speak up, the called ones to take their place, and for us to come together. And whether you in isolation, hermit mode, God's rejection is your protection from these idiots. Because in my last video, I think I made it clear that haters spread rumors. Okay? And I'm going to finish with weak minded people actually listen to the rumors. Jealous people accept them, and idiots go around spreading them. They repeat exactly what they heard, but they add what they want to say on the end, but don't want to take accountability or responsibility for the shit that come out their mouth or the heinous acts that they committed collective. So now that a lot of them are facing Fed time, state time, you know, spiritual jail for breaking universal laws and spiritual laws, they want to scatter like roaches or pop out and, be seen. They want to be named. They want you to address them directly, but they know what they did. So it's like you don't have to, at some point, you don't even have to call out their name because they know who the fuck they are. That's why they get mad. That's why they unhinged. That's why they taking it out on every fucking body who they come in contact because they allowed the devil, some fake ass spiritualists, some fake ass tarot readers that's probably in their family, not their family, some bullshit ass practitioners to trick them out their spot in heaven and out of our lives collective. But the truth is, it was their choice and free will that they used because they allowed sex, lust, greed, you know, envy, jealousy again to cause them to think the grass was always green on the other side. Not realize now you a snake, and snakes shed skin to become bigger snakes, and karmas could be anybody, anywhere, yeah, and anybody that call us babe, sis, bro, whatever, fam, whatever. They snakes, you know. They serpents that want us to bite the apple. Bitch, we smarter than Eve. I don't really eat apples like that anyway. But it's like when God removed your ass, you gonna be removed and you gonna stay removed because you had free choice and will. You chose wrong. So now you have to deal with it. You picked your side. You picked your team. So therefore, that's where your Mickey ass need to stay there in Cornmealville with the rest of the distorted ass fucking sewer swamp dusty, rusty pussy, nasty penis, dusty, rusty ass niggas and bitches who you chose to sleep with, deal with, team up with, talk with, pillow talk with, gossip like some bitch ass niggas, and try to make fun, mock. But you cannot mock God. When you come up against some chosen ones, collective, they need to know this, right? You actually come up against God Himself. And He is a jealous God, and He is not to be mocked or played with at all. Because you may not bow now, but you will bow some point in your life to Him. Because you're going to want Him to have grace and mercy on your fucking soul for all the fucked up shit you have done to hurt His people. And God's people really do bounce back from everything. Yeah, it might look fucked up. You might take some losses. You might go through some hardship, but you're supposed to go through all that, come to find out. But not by the hands of other people who force that on you, who wish that on you. And for idiots who really prey on your downfall, like they actually pray to the Most High for us to fail. They are out their motherfucking mind. They gotta be mentally insane and go in the hospital for some treatment because they sit up here and call us crazy, lunatics. We nuts. We don't know what the fuck we talking about. This and that. But the truth is, the shit that we say come into fruition, and it happens to their ass. And not that you want them to suffer like collective, like they made us suffer and try to hurt us. No, the truth is, karmic justice, legal justice need to be served. They had so much time to tell the truth. They were warned to stop. People know for a fact who we are. They know the power that lies in us, the light that shines. They know we are surrounded by divine beings all the time. And it's not even a fucking boast or brag. It's the confidence that God instilled in us, not to be lifted from these illusions and these projections that these insecure weirdos always putting out behind something they did. Instead of them going on with their life, doing the right goddamn thing, you know, hustling or working for theirs, they want to take, steal, lie, and defame people, which is so pathetic and ridiculous to do when you could have simply just been honest. Because the person that I am collective, just for me now, I don't care what I have. I would try to share it with the whole fucking world, which I'm doing now, is putting myself in the forefront and being completely honest about the way I feel, my thoughts, and how I see things from now on. I don't have to name people, places, or things because they know what the fuck they are. They know where they've been and they know what they did, collective. And that's it. I leave that to people who do that, who I am channeled and led to watch and get the message I need. But I also get my messages from the ethers, from as above, so below. And I have my own thoughts. God speak to me and I speak for myself. And whatever God has to say, Spirit has to say, is going to come out. I do things the way God leads me and ordained me to do them. But I do know He means it. Do not touch my anointing or do my prophets no harm. He means that. Okay? Now, whether I'm a prophet or an evangelist, a motivational speaker, I know I'm a healer. I know that I have been placed under heavy spell work, and I know my body, my mind, my soul, my spirit is healing. Now, how long that's going to take, I have no clue. because evidently they was repetitively sending shit my way. Now I have personally, when I was out of it and was waking up and relapsing in crazy shit that I've been through, just tired, overwhelmed, stressed, all the shit these motherfuckers doing to me. I actually seen a fucking shadow, a demon, would have passed through me and I start waking up to what it is. For real, for real. That was a sign to let me know I was getting a line or yes, what I've thought from a child till now is true. It happens. What I saw, what I said, what I felt was true. And I couldn't, and I know I don't trust a near a soul collective, but the ones who's in my good graces, who I see. But I read energy, thank God, because energy never lies, but people fucking do. They lie all the time about stupid shit. And yeah, sometimes, you have to say what you gotta say, do what you gotta do, because that's why they're actors and actresses. Some of these people do not act well at all. Mm-mm. They were trying to stop me from talking, but I'm gonna get this shit out this morning. But I'm just saying, I really appreciate and am grateful to a lot of the readers on here. That energy is pure. The messages that they put out, the channel message, divine messages, are straight from the heart, as above, so below, and I feel it. And hopefully, when they see me in the comments or whatever, they can read my energy as well. And because I am waiting patiently, because I know I have a soul tribe collective, and I'm just waiting. And it ain't about money, it ain't about being famous and all that shit to me. It's about helping people understand what's going on, unwillingly, unknowingly, that this voodoo shit is nothing to take lightly. Witchcraft is here. It's gonna be here, and you got to know how to protect yourself. Cause chosen ones, we do call ones. We really do hope this shit just stop and they leave us the fuck alone. But evidently they're weird. They wanna, they wanna go some fucking well. The grave that they dug for us collective, they finna fall in and everybody else. They already took some losses. They did, and they don't even care. That's how you know they're narcissistic. And they won't supply by any means necessary energy harvesting. And they'll do anything. I mean, some of these men are asleep with men, prostitutes, transsexuals, anybody. They walking around with HIV, AIDS. They got women walking around with HIV, AIDS that are sewer maids that smell so bad, but these men are still asleep with them. They got men with just so nasty and trifling. Women are still asleep with them because they got a little bit of drugs, some bills, some money. Hell no. If any of y'all been through that phase collective, don't feel bad about it. You know what I'm saying? Don't feel bad. I've been through some of them stages, but I didn't do all the things that people thought I did. I allowed them to go ahead and have their perception negative. They don't know because they didn't walk in my shoes. They wasn't with me my whole life. They didn't know a lot of things I felt because they didn't give a fuck. That God showed them what they needed to see collective, and let them hold on to it because they can hold on to it. I don't give a fuck no more. Because to me, the past is bad. I can't do nothing about it. Tomorrow gonna take care of itself. Is what I am and what I know to believe. And I just want y'all to know that I'm gonna always send y'all peace, love, and light to everyone all over the world, including my haters, my enemies, and my foes. Definitely them need peace, love, and light, and they need to pray. I don't know who they praying to, but they need to go on and leave the chosen and called ones alone. Just leave us alone. Because ain't nothing good gonna come from all this negativity, toxic, the evil, wicked, diabolical shit that they doing towards us. And we not even doing nothing to these people, but living our life, minding our business, doing what we have to do in our daily lives. They don't know. They want to know, but it's not their fucking business. And this for me. I'm speaking for me. I don't give a fuck what you drive, where you live, who you fucking, who you with, how much money you got, what you doing. What I do give a fuck. If you stole from me, I want it back. If you lied on me, I don't give a fuck. Whoever believe the lie can keep believing. They can stay the fuck out my face. They can stay the fuck away from my house. And if you keep fucking with shit and I catch you, which I already know it's you, I'm gonna find out. Your ass gonna end up in jail, prison, or something. Keep fucking with shit that don't belong to you because you trying to hurt somebody. You fuck with anything that belongs to me. Your ass gonna have repercussions out this world, and I'm not even playing. I'm not even playing because I know how to balance my light, my dark side. So we're not gonna even go there. So I suggest you figure it out and move on with your life because I have moved on. I don't give a fuck. Who's meant to stay in my life and come my life will come. But if you know your ass ain't got good intentions, you a liar, you a cheater, you a messy motherfucker, you just drama and toxic. Bitch, don't come in. You're not welcome in my life. You're not welcome at my home. You're not welcome in my space. So I suggest you bypass my shit and go on to who you fuck with in this bitch because don't bother me. Because it's not going to turn out well because you're going to get the truth and it's going to hurt your fucking feelings. Because you can't beat me in no kind of way. Let's start there. You can't. Because there's too many of y'all trying to team up against a bitch like me by doing spell work, talking about me and all that bullshit. It's too many of y'all to do that. And it's for nothing. It's a waste of motherfucking time because I don't give a fuck. The old me probably gave a fuck, but this bitch don't give a fuck. I don't care. Just don't bother me. Don't come showing up in my. I don't want to hear shit you gotta say. I forgive you. I release you with love, and I don't want to be bothered with none of you motherfuckers until I know God sent your ass back. Cause I ain't got time for this bullshit. I'm at peace, and that's what I'm gonna stay. Peace be still around me. Now, now that's what I had to say from me, from KeyKey's Chronicles, to whoever the fuck that shit belonged to. But I meant what I said, and I'm not playing. Now back to the collective, okay? Just know that don't be a follow. You know, don't entertain shit that you know is not true. Cause energy again don't lie, and people do. And if you find yourself around people who always talking about a certain person all day long, all that's all they want to talk about, ask yourself what the fuck is wrong with this weirdo that they keep bringing repetitively saying this person name all day. That's watching this person, they talking about this person. Because guess what they're doing? They're doing it to you too. They always talking. Like they got something negative to say. They got something good to say. They got something negative to say. But they always talking about a certain person. Something is mentally wrong with these motherfuckers. And it's not, it's an obsession that is really crazy. So they need some fucking help. Maybe you should call 911 or something or get them some mental help because the drugs fucking them up and the alcohol and whatever else they got going on is fucking them up till they are obsessed with the chosen and Collins collective. They want the light so bad because they can't be us. They will never be us. We are the originals, okay? They can't even copy us, man. Ain't nobody who with sense gonna believe them. They really ought to think they fucking insane and need some help if they keep talking about a person over and over and over and over and over and over. And over. That's all they want to talk about. Cause I know collective for me, I ain't even been in some of these motherfuckers' houses in years, talked to them on the phone in forever. But I'm in a topic in they fucking bedrooms, in they fucking living rooms, in they fucking group chats and every fucking thing. And I don't give a fuck. And motherfuckers got problems with us collective, but they want to dress about the problem that they have. And when and because they don't want the truth, they won't admit the truth. They rather lie, and then they rather do spell work on you to cover up the lies. But everything being exposed, God got this in His hand. The battle is not ours. Take care of collective what you need to check on this earthly realm, as above, so below, and let God take care of the rest. Because guess what, Archangel Michael and Gabriel and Uriel and all the other angels surround you, collective as it's around me. The divine beings are here. You ain't got nothing to worry about. Because if you're going to worry, don't pray. Okay? Pray, pray, pray. Jesus, 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 Jesus. Amen. The devil will flee. Hallelujah. Okay, I'm going to leave y'all with this. To my empresses, the empresses, divine feminines, divine feminists, emperors to divine masculines. Namaste, Ashe, be blessed. I love you guys. To my next Next channeled message, video, segment, I send nothing but love. Ashe.